This is to inform you about the new online group class that we are going to start to cover the optics. So by covering this part, you can gain around 10 marks in the A levels. So you might get around 4 MCQs and either a essay question or a structured essay question alone from this unit, right? So you can secure these 10 marks. Another thing about this part is this has the least involvement with other parts. So in this part, we don't need any mechanics. We solely needs some basic understanding of race. So a student at any level can join this and secure these 10 marks. So I'm trying to cover this whole part within 4 days. Once per week, one class, right? Within 4 days, I might get another extra day, but I'm trying my best to cover this within 4 days. So within a month, everything will be covered. Okay. Uh, this is a large unit, right? This has so many facts that you have to understand clearly, right? So this is the list of subcategories that we are going to talk about. First one is refraction. So under refraction, we'll be talking about Snell's law, apparent depth and displacement, critical angle. Then by applying the methods learned here, you can solve questions regarding prisms. Then regarding lenses. So we'll need a lens equation. We are going to apply that for convex and concave lenses. Then the human eye. So basically we are talking about eye defects. There are two main eye defects, long-sightedness and short-sightedness. Then optical instruments. So there we have to talk about simple microscope, compound microscope and telescope. So those are all the main topics that we have to discuss under this part. Right. So this is what we are going to do, right? So let's say within the first week, first day, I'm going to cover everything regarding refraction, right? All the theories, and I'll be doing some of the questions in order to explain that theory better. So once that refraction is covered, so you will be able to do all the MCQ questions from 92 to 2024, right? So I'll make sure that you can do all those under refraction, right? Then under refraction, there is a practical, right? You know that using a traveling microscope, there's a practical. So the practical, I'll give you a recording. You need to watch that within that week, right? So there are some work you have to do at home as well. This is a large unit, right? So it is not possible to cover just within 4 weeks. So you have to do some of the work at home as well. So within that week, you just have to do all these MCQs. I'll be providing a mark scheme and an explanation video. If you have problems, issues solving those problems, right? Solving those MCQs. Likewise, once you cover this refraction part, you have to first do the MCQs from 92 past paper MCQs from 92 to 2024 under refraction. I'll give you the MCQs, right? After that, you have to watch the practicals video and get a note from that as well, right? So once you do those things, you will have a perfect understanding of refraction. So without having that practice and the expertise of refraction, it is very difficult to learn about prisms, right? To learn about prisms, you need a perfect understanding of this refraction part, okay? So that is it. Then we will move on to the prism. Prism as well, at the end of that session, at the second day, you have to do all the MCQs under prisms, exam MCQs, right? And there are a few practicals that you have to refer. I'll give you recordings of them as well. So once you cover that, likewise we'll be doing all these. So then there are going to be lens. There are only two practicals here, convex and concave lens. Likewise, you will have to do the MCQs there. First, you have to try the MCQs, then you can watch, or I'll provide you either a marking scheme of that MCQs or a recording, explanation recording, right? So, first you have to do those MCQs on your own. Me just doing all the questions is not going to work, right? Because in the exam, you are facing new questions all on your own, right? So you have to practice for that. So once you do the MCQs, then you can check that explanations, right? Not before that. But I'll explain the theory part. Let's say for refraction, once I explain that theory part, I'm covering all the intricate details that you need in order to do those MCQs. So I'll enable you to do the MCQs. So to further practice those MCQs, it's why you need to do those MCQs at home as well, past paper MCQs. So at the class, I'm discussing some of the questions, right? It could be exam questions, or it could be questions from the tudes. Because we don't have that much time, we have to cover this as much as, as quickly as possible, right? So that is the plan there. So once we finish this at each unit, we'll be discussing MCQs, past paper MCQs, and the practicals regarding that sub unit. So once we finish all these, then we'll be doing essay questions and structured essay questions, past paper questions, right? Structured essay questions and essay questions. So once you do that, you will have a solid understanding of this optics part, so you can secure 10 marks. Okay, so that is the plan there. That is what we are going to do. Since this doesn't have that much involvement with other units, a student at any level can join this. Student not only for 2025, a student at 26 also can join this and cover this part early. You don't need too much knowledge on mechanics part. So that is the advantage of covering this unit. So I hope everyone understood the lesson plan. We are going to tackle this optics part, right? Okay. So this is the procedure. You just have to register. There's a Google form below. You have to register there, and you have to make the necessary payments. Then you will be joined to a new private WhatsApp group. So from that WhatsApp group, we are going to continue the class, right? So if you have any issues, please send me a text. We'll discuss that. So quickly complete the registration, and send me a text message once you complete the registration, because we are only taking only a limited number of students, because I need to personally monitor your progress on this unit.